Tacoma. Welcome back to your TV classroom. Today is Wednesday, January 13th, and I'm Mrs. Oslin. As we're continuing with our Wednesday special guest spot, today we are so lucky to have Kwabe and Simon from the Peace Bus, and they're here to talk to us all about peace. You'll remember we've been talking about finding peaceful solutions to conflict. Conflict between friends is totally normal and natural, but we've been practicing finding non-violent solutions or peaceful solutions, and they're here to help us do that today. So thank you so much for being here with us. Oh, I can't hear you.
Oh, he might need a mic.
Oh! Tacoma, how could we find a non-violent, peaceful solution to this problem? Oh, that is some good thinking. I'm going to share my mic with Mr. Kwabe. Okay, thank you for helping me find that solution.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you guys at home. I appreciate it. Cool, let me get this set up real quick.
Now I can hear you loud and clear.
I'm sure you can, Simon. I'm sure you can. I want to thank you guys for having me as a guest. All right, let's see here. Put this right here like so.
That was really nice of her to share her mic with you.
Uh-oh. I know, right? Can you guys hear me? Sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yes, I'm here, me and Simon, to talk to you guys about peace. I know that you guys are really interested in peace, and so we are here just to do what we can in order to have a conversation about peace and what it means. And something that I love to do that with is the Peace Book by Todd Parr. It's an amazing book, one of my favorites, one of Simon's favorites.
Oh, I love this one.
You know what, Simon? Hey, do you think we could read it together?
Oh, I'd love to, Kwabe.
That'd be cool. And our learning buddies. I know this is probably the first time you've been reading the Peace Book, so can you guys listen along? How about you, Pebble? You ready for this? Ready for this book? All right, Pebble. All right, guys. The Peace Book by Todd Parr. Peace is making new friends.
Peace is keeping the water blue for all the fish.
Wow, all the fish. That's cool. Peace is saying you're sorry when you hurt someone.
Peace is helping your neighbor.
Look how helpful they look. Painting the house, wow, that's cool. Peace is giving shoes to someone who needs them. Look at all the shoes.
Oh, that's a lot.
Dang, it's fitted, all right. Peace is reading all different kinds of books.
Hey, we're reading a book right now.
We sure are, Simon. This one's really good. They have a book here on worms, a book here on food, a book here on fish, a book here on the world, and on monkeys. That's cool, too.
Peace is thinking about someone you love.
I'm thinking about someone right now.
Aw.
That's cool. Peace is being free. Wow, look at that one. It's probably one of my favorite ones.
Peace is learning another language. Ha, meow.
That's cool. Konnichiwa, guten tag, gurgle. Even fish have their own language. Everybody got a language. Peace is watching it snow.
Peace is keeping the streets clean.
Wow, that's cool. Peace is offering a hug to a friend. Wow.
Peace is everyone having a home.
I think this one's really important, right? Everyone having a home, a place to stay, is something that's vital to having peace, right? Having loved ones and having a roof over your head. It's very peaceful. Peace is taking a nap. Now, taking a nap is always peaceful. It brings me peace. How about you, Simon?
I could take a nap right now.
Me too, me too.
Peace is keeping someone warm.
Wow, that's cool. A little chicken with all the eggs is cool. Peace is sharing a meal.
Peace is wishing on a star.
When's the last time you wished on a star?
Oh, maybe last night.
Yeah, me too.
I wish for more dessert.
Oh my gosh, Simon. Peace is being who you are.
Hey, that one looks like me.
Oh yeah, that one right there, yeah. This one looks like me.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do you see yourself in any of these pictures? Oh, yeah. It's really cool. The Peace Book by Todd Parr. Amazing, amazing, amazing book. It sort of reminds me of when we went to see Mr. Brown.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget those pies?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. You know, Mr. Brown was talking about his experience being in jail, in prison, and how when he got out, he was able to use the skills that he learned in prison in order to become a pie maker. And it's amazing because Mr. Brown's our friend, and we love him just because of who he is, right? This Peace Book talks about being who you are and how that's peaceful. And I think by being ourselves, we are being peaceful. So that was always great to see. And hopefully we can see Mr. Brown again pretty soon here.
Oh, I sure hope so.
Yeah, he's a really good friend of ours. And you know what? When we talk about friendship, I think of the friendship song, Simon.
Yes, I love the friendship song.
Me too. You want to sing it with me?
Of course I do, Kwabe.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, I got this guitar, so. Cool. Well, my friends, it's nice to know that you're back here once again. It's nice to know that you'll be here till the end.
Wah, 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 wah.
'Cause friends do this,
And friends do that,
they lift you up.
and they scratch your back.
When I got a problem, they help me out.
I don't know what I'd do without my friends.
My friends. I'm glad that you're my friend. I'm glad he's glad.
She's glad. I'm glad that you're my friend.
I'm glad and he's glad.
He's glad.
I'm glad that you're my friend. And I'm glad and he's glad.
He's glad.
I'm glad that you're mine. Everybody gather around and just sing along. 'Cause when you're feeling down and out, you know a friend is someone you can lean on. A friend is someone that you need. A friend is someone you can be. I'm glad that you're my friend. I'm glad and he's glad.
He's glad. I'm glad that you're my friend.
I'm glad and he's glad.
He's glad.
I'm glad that you're my friend. I'm glad and he's glad.
He's glad.
I'm glad that you're my friend. I'm glad and he's glad.
He's glad.
I'm glad that we are friends. Yeah! That was awesome. Hey, I hope you guys like the song. And when I start singing, I get into a singing mood. I can't stop just with one song. So I'd like to play a really meaningful song to me. It's actually a story. When we talk about peace, we like to think about culture, right? Different cultures from different parts of the world to make sure we understand that people are so diverse. So many different kinds of people coming from different kinds of ways, different walks of life, things like that. And there's a story that my dad taught me that comes from his country of Ghana. And it's about a boy and his father, and it's called Abiyoyo.
Oh, I love this one.
Me too, Simon, me too. So I want to play it for you guys. Here it goes, without further ado. Abiyoyo, 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 yo yo yo, yo yo yo, Abiyoyo, yo yo yo, yo yo yo. Well, a long time ago, in a land very, very far away, there lived a father and a son at a really small town. And in this town, There was a lot of hustle and bustle, people moving and doing things, and they really didn't like the father and son too much. I'll tell you why. They didn't like the father because he was a magician. He was a magician with a magic wand. Someone would be coming home from a long day of work, wanting to sit down and relax themselves, and just before they sit down on a chair, the father comes with his magic wand and whoop, the chair disappears, and a man would fall on his butt. Or there'd be a lady, it's a hot, sweltering day, and all she wants to do is drink a glass of water. And just as she's about to drink the water, the father comes with his magic wand and whoop, the glass disappears and water spills all over the woman. Two men working out in the field, sawing a log, zit, zit, zit. The man comes, the father with his magic wand, and makes the saw disappear. Whoop! The two men fall on their backs. So they really didn't like the father so much, but they didn't like the son either. But the son wasn't a magician, he just had his ukulele. And he played his ukulele all day long and all night, and he couldn't stop playing. He'd play it loud, and he'd play it till the cows came home. So they really didn't like the son too much. So they ostracized them, which means that they made him live on the outskirts of town. They said, "Father and son, you guys get out of town. We don't want you guys living here anymore. You're just a nuisance, and we don't want you." So they made him leave. But this town had stories of a giant named Abioyo. And the story goes that Abioyo was a giant, bigger than the biggest skyscraper you've ever seen. He had nasty teeth because he never brushed them. And he had wiry, oily hair because he never cleaned it. And he had nasty, smelly feet because he never washed them. But it's just a story, right? Just a tale. But one day the sun rose blood red, and Abioyo came coming over the corner. He came coming over the hill. You know what he did next, Simon?
What? What did he do?
He went over to a cow pasture, walked over, took up 2 whole cows and gobbled them up. You know what he did next?
What did he do? What did he
He
do?
went over to the chicken coop, walked over, took 10 whole chickens and gobbled them straight up. Now, the father and the son, they had been maybe up partying late last night, and they woke up early to see out the window Abioyo coming down the hill. The father says to the son, "Son, what do we do? Abioyo's coming." The son said, "Well, hold on, Dad. I got an idea." So the father and son, they rush down to the town. They go through the town wall. They say, "Everyone, run for your lives. Abioyo's coming, you gotta leave." And they say, "Oh, you guys are lying. You know, Abioyo's just a story. Plus, you guys caused so much trouble in town. Why are you even here? You need to leave." But just then, Simon, there was a knock on the town wall. Everyone looked to their left. Everyone looked to their right. Who was in on the town wall? Again, there was a knock. Suddenly, the wall breaks, and Abioyo comes rushing into the town. Everyone runs for their lives. They're screaming and yelling. "Oh my God, Abioyo's here!" And the giant Abioyo grabs the first person he can find. And just before he gobbles them up, the son comes with his ukulele and starts playing this song. Abioyo, 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 Abioyo. Sing with me, son. Abioyo, yo, 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 yo. Abioyo, yo, 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 yo. You guys at home singing with me. Abioyo, 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 yo, 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 yo. Abioyo, yo, 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 yo. Now, Abioyo had never heard of a song with his name in it. So naturally, he starts to dance. Abioyo, Abioyo, Abioyo. Now, he keeps on dancing, and the son keeps on going faster and faster. Abioyo, 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 Abioyo. And Abioyo gets so tired from dancing that he has no choice but to just sit. And just before he sits down, the father comes with his magic wand and zoop, Abiyoyo disappears forever. All the townspeople come out of their hiding. They're looking around trying to find Abiyoyo. And one man stands up and says, "He's gone forever, and I saw who did it. It was the Father and the Son." They came and had a plan, and they made Abiyoyo disappear forever. Hooray, you guys can live back in our town again. We love you, we love you. And they all lived happily ever after. Yeah. Awesome. Well, I want to thank you guys for having me as a guest. This was awesome. Simon, thank you for helping me read this book.
Any day, buddy.
Yeah. And I want to let you guys know about peace, the understanding of it, that love is always there for you, that anytime you're thinking about loving someone, it's always the right choice.
Hey, Doug, can you pass me my sound equipment?
Uh-huh. Mr. Brown!
Hey, Kwabe, Simon, and who are you?
Oh, that's Doug.
Well, Doug, I'm very happy to meet you. Hey, guys, come on in. I just finished my last batch of pies, and they're hot and they're ready. So
Let's
come
go.
on inside.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Oh, no problem.
Oh,
Hey,
Doug.
what good is making pies if you don't have anybody to share them with?
This
huh?
is so true. This is
Okay.
so true. So yeah, we heard about you winning the Pure Fair pie making contest. Is that
I
right?
sure did. I won this year.
That's so cool. That's so
yeah.
cool. Yeah, we heard about it back at the station, and I was like, "This is some good news. We have to get you on."
You know, hey, you're here.
Oh,
Find some
my
nice
goodness,
pies.
Mr. Brown. I've got to get a hold of one of these. Oh!
Kwabe here with the Peace Bus News Network, bringing you good news that you want to see. I'm here with town local legend, Mr. Vincent Brown, who is the winner of the Pure Fair pie making contest. Mr. Brown, how did you do it?
Well, I've been making this recipe for about 6 years now.
Wow.
I think it was 1975. No, it couldn't have been 75 because 75 I got that one thing. So it was 74. It was 1974. No, it couldn't have been 74 because I was doing the other thing in 74. So it was 75. It was for sure 75. So in 1973, I bought my first pair of sneakers.
All it would take is one bite. They wouldn't even notice me.
Oh, so that's how it is.
That was funny. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. It's okay. We're done now. We're cool. Okay. You guys, cool it. Cool it. We're good. It's over. All right, guys. I'm ready now. All right, where you guys at? It's on.
Yeah, I think toothpaste is very overrated. And that's why I never brush my teeth unless my mom is watching me. Oh, wait, we're live? Hello, Puget Sound! Why are we back on the air? Can you turn the camera off? Turn it off!
Here's Jack B. Nimble Crimble with the weather.
Hello everyone, I'm Jack B, and I'm here to fulfill your forecast needs. The weather today in Aberdeen, well, you guessed it, rainy. Little dude, do the thing.
Well, that's okay. A little rain didn't hurt anyone. Jack, what does the weather look like in Olympia?
Rainy.
Figures. How about Tacoma?
Rain, rain, rain.
Seattle?
Coming in another day.
How about Everett?
You guessed it, guys. It's raining. Wait. Coming in? It's actually sunny. Go ahead, little dude. Put that sunny magnet on the map. Oh.
There you go, Sally. No good news with the weather. So, Jack, how much of this wonderful, gloomy rain are we getting today? What the?
And we'll be right back after this short break.
Sorry about the mess, Mr. Brown. Simon can sometimes get a little carried away.
It's not my fault his pies are so good. I was just so hungry. But now there's no more pies.
Well, it's just pies. No harm done. Really, I haven't had that much fun in a long time. So I tell you what, why don't I teach you both how to bake pies, and then we can get the interview done.
Sounds like a good plan.
That sounds like good news to me.
Cool. Awesome. Thanks, Mr.
Ooh.
And that's that.
Mr. Brown, how long is this gonna take? I need to get some pie in me.
Oh, it should take about an hour or so.
How long have you been baking pies, Mr. Brown?
I've been baking pies about 5 years. I learned how to cook when I was in prison.
Prison? What is prison, Mr. Brown?
Well, prison is a place where they send people that have broken the law. You usually go for a period of time, and then you get out. Usually.
Mr. Brown, you broke the law?
Yes, Simon, I did. Life wasn't always as good for me as it is right now. When I was younger, my family, we didn't really have a lot of money. And so we couldn't afford the nicer clothes, nicer shoes, and sometimes not even, a good meal. Actually, I probably could not afford a piece of the pie that I make today. So one night, I had a really bad idea. I went and I broke into someone's home to get their money and maybe find some things I could sell. And, not really a good thing. But while I was in there, the police came and I was arrested and I was sent to prison.
How long were you in prison for?
I was in prison for 7 years. But when I was in there was a program that taught people how to cook and how to bake. And when I got out, I found, I was pretty good at it. And so, I've been trying to better myself on the outside using those skills that I was taught. I'm just glad for the opportunity, and I'm really glad I'm here.
Well, we're glad you're here too, Mr. Brown.
Me too. I mean, if you weren't here, who would bake these amazing pies?
Actually, I'm pretty lucky. A lot of people, when they get out of prison, they get out feeling hurt and hopeless.
How was it different for you?
When I got out, I had friends that really helped me. They believed in me, and they taught me how to believe in myself. They helped me follow my passions, and they helped me start my business. So I was really, really fortunate. I'm very, very happy to have friends like you.
Well, your friendship means a lot to us.
Oh, well, good. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and start this interview.
Let's do it. Kwabe here with the Peace Bus News Network, bringing you good news that you want to see. I'm here with local town legend, Mr. Vincent Brown, winner of the Pelt Fair Pie Making Contest.
Go ahead, give it a try. Go ahead.
Mr. Brown, how do you do this?
Well, I had a lot of help from friends and loved ones.
Okay.
You know, they inspired me to bake the pies that I bake. The key to a really good pie is love and fresh ingredients.
Well, there you have it, folks. I'm Kwabe signing up for the Peace Bus News Network. You weren't even holding the flour.
Cut.
I want to thank you guys for having me as a guest. This was awesome. Simon, thank you for helping me read this book.
Any day, buddy.
Yeah. And I want to let you guys know about peace, the understanding of it, that love is always there for you, that anytime you're thinking about loving someone, it's always the right choice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh. Let me share my mic with you. Okay. All right.
What a wonderful way to learn about peace and through story and music. Thank you so much for being here with us today and bringing your Peace Bus and your story and songs of peace. Tacoma, the challenge for you is to continue to find peaceful solutions to conflict and write about it and send it to us here at our TV classroom. Thank you so much. Have a fabulous rest of your day and meet us back here tomorrow for another lesson in TV classroom. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hi, welcome back to Art with Miss Teresa. So today we're going to be making snow people. We're going to do two different versions. One's going to be kind of a simple one, and the next one's going to be a little more challenging if you'd like to give it a try. So let's get started. You're going to need paper, a cup or a bowl that's little, or a lid. You can get crayons or markers or color pencils. But we're definitely going to be starting with pencil because we don't want to mark up the edge of our cups or our bowls with marker. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to take the top of a disposable coffee lid, and that's going to be my circle. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to trace the outside of the lid. So I made one circle. Then I'm going to bring it right to the edge, and then I'm going to make another circle. And this is going to be the head and torso of our snow person. And then we're going to make one more down here. And it's okay if there's not enough room on your paper, and you can either use drawing paper or lined paper. It doesn't really matter. You can use a piece of cardboard if you want to. Okay. So I'm going to connect all the lines. And then I'm going to take my marker. You can either use a Sharpie, a black marker like this, and you're going to trace the pencil markings. And don't worry about the pencil because you can always use an eraser to erase it. Okay, so here's the bottom of my snow person. Okay, so my snow person needs eyes, so I'm going to draw 2 circles in the middle of their face. And then I'm going to make a carrot nose. And the funny thing about carrots is that they come in all sorts of colors. We're used to seeing the orange ones, but you can get them in purple, orange, or yellow at some stores. Okay, so I'm going to draw some lines across my carrot nose. And then I'm going to make little dots, and we're going to make a smiley face. Now, your snow person can have whatever expression you want to, and that is completely okay. Okay. And I like to put a tiny upside down triangle right here on where my snow person's mouth would be, and that's kind of their chin. Okay, so we're going to make arms, and it's going to have 5 fingers. And we're going to have 2 arms. So here's my thumb and the rest of the fingers. Okay, and I like to put hats on my snow people. If you don't want to, that's okay. Or if you want to put earmuffs, we can actually do both. So I'm going to make a couple lines across this part of the circle. And then I think it's cute when there's a floof on the back of a hat. So, and then my snow person's going to have little circles down their chest and belly, and that's going to be their shirt. Okay, so if you want to put a scarf around their neck, you can do that by making kind of upside down rainbows. And just like my scarf here, it's going to have stuff up front. Okay, so that's the first way that we're going to make snow people. Now we're going to make a little more advanced version. So our person's going to look like that. Okay, so if you're ready for this challenge, go ahead and try it, or even if you're not, you might as well go ahead and try it. It's a lot of fun. And then we can go back to coloring this when we're done drawing. So the big difference is we're going to do the tracing again, and you might want to do this with pencil first. I'm going to go ahead and do it with pen. Okay, so there's my first circle. And I'm going to complete that circle. Now this time you're going to overlap it a little bit, but instead of drawing the circle completely into it, you're going to start at the line over here. So it kind of overlaps. And then we're going to do it again down here. Okay. So here is the difference between the bodies. This one is 3 separated circles, and this is 3 overlapping circles. So I'm going to take my black pen or marker and make sure all the lines are connected. So again, I'm going to make circles for eyes, but this time I'm going to put 2 circles in the circle. So I have 1 circle here, a medium circle, and then a tiny circle next to it. And then I'm going to color these parts. And this gives your eyeball kind of a shine. If you look in the mirror, you'll see that your eyeballs have kind of a reflective surface. And that means that it's kind of shiny. So I'm going to do that again over here. And it's okay if they're not the same size. What we're doing is just for fun. Okay. All right. So for this carrot, I'm going to not make it quite so triangle. I'm going to make a little bit of a curve. And then I'm going to make 2 lines. And I'm going to break up the lines a little bit. And I'm going to make mine have a happy face because my snow person is happy that they were created. And a little triangle here. Okay. So again, I'm going to put a hat on my person. But a lot of hats have what's called a brim. So it's kind of a second layer. So that's what we're going to make. And I'll put some extra lines so it looks like the fabric is being folded over. And instead of just making a half circle fluffy in the back, I'm going to make mine with little jagged lines so it looks like a fur ball. And you can put whatever pattern you want on the hat. I'm going to do stripes because those are pretty easy and kind of fun to do. Okay, so I'm going to have my stripes go across. Okay, so instead of the way that we did the scarf right here where you can see the lines, I'm going to make kind of an upside down rainbow. And I'm going to make an upside down rainbow inside that. And one more. And that's going to show the layers of my scarf. So here are these parts. And then I'm going to draw some extra lines so it shows that there's folds in the material. And I'm going to make the same kind of arms, but I'm going to make them a little bit thicker. And most people have 5 fingers, so we're going to have 5 fingers on our hands. And most people have 2 arms. So I'm going to make my snow person have 2 arms. Now, if you want to have a 1-armed snow person, or if you don't want any arms at all, that's fine. So our snow people are kind of floating in the air. For this one, put a line going across it or connecting, and that's going to be my ground so that we know that the snow person is not floating in the air like snowflakes. And for this one, they're kind of like half rainbows, but they're going to be mounds of snow. If you want to try something a little different. Okay, so here are our snow people. Okay, I'm going to be coloring my snow person with a purple carrot nose because I think they're kind of neat when I go to the grocery store and I see them. And now you can go orange or you can go really whatever color you want. I just thought it would be funny to have a purple carrot nose. And now snow comes in white. If there's any other color in snow, it's generally dirty snow. So when you're making a snow person, you should try to find clean snow. And if you've never made a snow person before, I can kind of walk you through the steps. So the first thing you do is you make a snowball. You get a bunch of snow, and then you pack it down so it becomes a circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but a circle. And then you put it on the ground and you collect as much snow as you can, rolling it up and down. There's lots of different ways to do it. When I was a kid, I liked to make little snow people because it didn't take as much time as making a giant snow person. But I wanted to tell you about one of the trips I went with my family on. And so I lived in Germany for 4 years. And when we were in Germany, we went to a place called Switzerland. And it was a 6-hour bus ride from where we lived to where we were going. And I remember my mom packing a lunch, just like you would when you go on a field trip, and us driving on this bus for 5 or 6 hours. And I pressed my face against the window, and it felt really, really cold because it was snowing outside. Then I would watch as we were traveling, and I really liked to see the mountains and the forest, and I just thought it was really, really pretty. And I was super excited because I had never been to Switzerland before. I think I want maybe a red hat. And once we got there, we went to a place called the Swiss Alps. And I had never been skiing before. And if you don't know what skiing is, there's 2 sticks for your hands to move you through the snow, and then 2 even skis so that you can go back and forth or slide down a mountain or hill. And to this day, I still actually haven't been on skis, but it's on my wish list of things to try. And my friend likes to go snowboarding, so that's kind of like a surfboard or a skateboard without wheels, and you can go down the hill or mountain on that, but you're connected by the boots. So sometimes there's a lot of falling, sometimes there's not, depending on how much practice you've had at it. When we got to Switzerland, it was the very first time I had ever seen a Saint Bernard dog. And me being 7 or 8 years old, I thought this dog looked giant. And today, when I was researching about Saint Bernards, I found out that boy Saint Bernard dogs can be up to 180 pounds. And that's the size of a grown-up person. Now, they don't stand up on their 2 feet because they're on 4 feet, so they're not as tall as a human being, but they're really, really big. And I thought that the dog was really, really nice, and it actually let us pet it. And that was the very first time that I had ever seen a Saint Bernard dog. I am going to make the scarf blue because I like blue. And what I remember about that trip is that we got to go to a chocolate factory. And the smell was amazing. I really love chocolate. Sometimes I like it with coconut, sometimes I like it with nuts, or sometimes I like it just by itself. And we bought a lot of chocolate to bring back home. So that was kind of a cool souvenir. And if you don't know what the word souvenir means, it means kind of something special that you get from a place to bring back home to remind you of that place. And whenever I eat Swiss chocolate, it always brings me back to that day that I went on this field trip with my family. Then we got hot chocolate. Have you ever had hot chocolate? Sometimes you can have it with whipped cream. Sometimes you can just add the cocoa powder with hot water, or you can use milk. I don't drink regular milk, so I like mine with almond milk. So that's kind of nice. And sometimes you can have like peppermint flavor. But it's always nice to think about where you remember a taste from. And it can bring you right back to that place. Okay, so here is our snow person, and you can color it any way you want to. I really had fun drawing with you today, and next time we get together, you're going to need paper, a pencil, and scissors, because we're going to be making snowflakes.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.